Ladies and gentlemen, here is the four-time welterweight world champion and boxing's legendary and only 8-division champion of the world, introducing the one and the only Manny Pacquiao.
Will we see the old Manny Pacquiao, or at 42 years of age, could we see an old Manny Pacquiao? Yordenis Ugas looking to shock the world, and we are underway here in Las Vegas.
Any indication, he's already out in the middle of the ring.
Here we go, round number one. Manny Pacquiao, the beautiful jab, and he usually throws two at a time. Pacquiao steps in with pop.
Ugas is going to have to deal with Manny's jab too when he does decide to throw it.
Manny has always been able to close that gap. Remember, he fought Juan Manuel Marquez, could not find an answer. Ugas.
Manny landed a good right hook, and Ugas came back with a stiff jab himself.
And he could see the power, and you have to respect the Pacquiao power.
Being a litany of jabs, and Ugas just pushes him down.
Fighters have found it's just a different rhythm. It's a different equation.
Here's the push where Ugas got a little tied up and then just pushed Manny Pacquiao off of him.
You need Manny to respect you. Manny doesn't respect the jab.
21 of his 27 punches thrown were jabs.
Island, those fighters. Very intellectual fighters. So we see the jab right
A pro at the age of 16 at 98 pounds.
That he should be throwing.
Pacquiao was stopped. Ugas outlanding Pacquiao so far in this fight. Ugas is much more accurate. 45 seconds to go here in round number two.
Very good round of boxing by Ugas.
Manny Pacquiao moves his hands more, he's going to win the judges' scoring. That's number one. Number two, Russell Mora just warned Ugas the second time in this fight for low blows. So, you know, third time may be a charm.
There's Diana Leon, Yordenis Ugas' fiancée. Jab connects 17-6 in favor of Yordenis Ugas.
You know, action just by keeping his hands busy.
It's all
Good
right there.
Good right hand there by Ugas, comes in. Another right hand by Ugas.
I'll tell you what that is. That's a great right, and give Ugas a different look beyond
2 years ago.
You know what it looks like?
Big hook right there.
You know what it looks like to me?
He wanted a piece of Ugas there, no question about it.
To say up to three.
Ugas normally throws 28 jabs around. Look at Pacquiao go to work again.
There's a right hand by Ugas. Pacquiao had something wrong with his left arm, and that is a slip. There's a straight left.
But I got Pacquiao ahead, 39-27. Look.
He's like making the action happen for the most part. In the meantime, Pacquiao slipped in two lead left hands, but Manny knows how to win fights.
A counter right hand, but back comes Pacquiao. Pacquiao trying to end with a flurry, and that ends the fifth. There is Jinky Pacquiao. Pacquiao has been able to dart in and out, and is the one throwing more punches than he's like, instead of me attacking this guy, let me invite this guy to me and see if I can counter. So the strategy at T-Mobile Arena. High level, attacks Pacquiao with the counter right hand. And Pacquiao trying to lunge in and get something, and that ends the sixth.
We don't know how the judges will have it. They have top flight judges.
You know, he throws those flurries, he makes it looks good. I think
Incurring on the other fighter. Those shots are landing from Ugas. Look at that. Double jab up in the right hand from Ugas.
for your next punch.
Yeah, don't waste a good jab. I like that.
Right hand lands from Ugas.
The balance of
Another
Ugas
right hand
has been
to another
superb
gear.
this evening.
At his age.
Has been finding its mark for Yordenis Ugas. A big task ahead of him, and Yordenis Ugas against that very determined champion from Cuba. Hand not stung Ugas to a point. There's a right to the body by Ugas. Connecting for Ugas. And Pacquiao back mode. He gets pumped with a couple right hands.
I think any of us disagree about the
I'm a fan of the jab. I say I'm nothing without my jab. Fight with just the jab. However, Joe, I feel like the jab is setting it up for Yordenis Ugas. I know Keith said you
move your hand there, then come around.
Yeah.
Thomas Delorme, Omar Figueroa, Mike Dallas Jr., Abel Ramos.
Are we going to see the old Manny Pacquiao, or are we going to see Ugas is starting to find his groove?
You're going to lose this fight if you don't win these next few rounds.
Control the first half of the fight, far beyond.
Ugas with the combination.
Right hand. Ugas comes back with that right to left uppercut to the belly. That's
And have Pacquiao stand right in front of him.
Coaching right there from Silas.
Exchange now, maybe with it all. Good hard right hand by Ugas. Doubling up on the jab. Ugas again follows with the right hand.
Those different looks, those different ways of defending Manny Pacquiao's punch.
Good hard right hand off the jab again. You see action.
And Ugas landed hard. There was a short right hook again. He's having a good second half of the fight. Manny turned, and here's Ugas back with the jab, double jab. After the fight.
Ugas has outlanded Pacquiao in 8 of 10 rounds.
He's going to present some now.
Pacquiao able to land on that shot. Right on the belt right there from Ugas. Straight up the middle with the right hand.
Ugas, who knew what he was up against, and then you got a guy, Manny Pacquiao.
Is a player, but this kind of puts him on the map. 1 round to go.
Here's Ugas coming back with that patented right hand. That landed on the back.
Nice jab right there from Manny Pacquiao. Yes, it has been a long defense, and it ain't over yet.
No, it ain't close.
Movement, but the head movement to get out of the way, and that right hand, and then...
No, I don't think it's all
In this battle. Right hand again by Ugas, partially blocked. Final 30 seconds, hard body shot by Ugas.
Look at this.
Final 10 seconds, fans standing on their feet. Ugas believes he has done enough, and is at the end.
And still champion, Yordenis Ugas.
Cause this is what I live for. I never quit, no, no. This is what I live for. I take another swing, so I never miss, no, no. This is what I live for. It's time to kiss the ring, oh, I'm trying to get gold. Cause this is what I live for. This is what I live for. I never quit, no, no. This is what I live for. This is what I live for.
I was interested to see a fighter like Ugas show his talent, prove to the people who he is, how talented he is, you know, how much fortitude he has, mental and physical. And, you know, fighter coming out of Cuba to defeat Manny Pacquiao. Even though Manny Pacquiao was at 42, I will never take anything away from his performance because he had to do a lot in order to win.
Who's who, been through the wars, hasn't fought in 2 years, fighting a last-minute substitute with the opposite style of the guy he was training for. Who's really good, Ugas? Who's really good? Yeah. Oh, Manny got upset. Yeah, no kidding. I thought this was a dangerous fight. Now, Manny was asked if this is his last fight. He said, I don't know. I need time to relax and make a decision. I doubt this is Manny's last fight. He has too big a name, and he's still too effective and can make too much money. I don't know why his camp, though, is against fighting Conor McGregor. If I was Manny and I could pick up tens of millions of dollars to fight a guy who's not really a boxer, just a talented fighter who can also box way better than he ought to, in McGregor's case, why wouldn't you want to do that? You want to get in with one of these welterweight killers for a fraction of the money? All right. But Manny is a real fighter, and, you know, the fight right before Ugas, even though COVID means it was 2 years ago, was against Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman's a hell of a fighter, was undefeated at the time. Manny knocked him down in a war and won a close decision that I thought he deserved. Like, could Manny Pacquiao still beat a lot of really good welterweights? Yeah, he can. I didn't think he was. I thought Spence was going to knock him out, but I thought he would have gone down in a great fight. Yeah, I doubt Pacquiao's done. He can still make too much money fighting. And I don't think it was so unpredictable that Ugas was going to beat him.
Ugas, Yordenis was well prepared for this fight. He was prepared for this fight probably 2 or 3 years ago when he lost to me, and he's like, man, I got to be a champion. How can I get to that champion? He's still looking at Manny Pacquiao, you know. So Ugas was just extremely prepared. I think some things happened in the ring that Manny wasn't really prepared for. While we want to always respect Manny Pacquiao and always respect the job that he does in the ring, because it still was an exciting fight. You know, I think it's hard to sell Yordenis Ugas versus Manny Pacquiao, but then when we try to sell it by saying this is still going to be a great fight, it exceeded the expectations, I think, of fans and people who thought that it wasn't going to be a good fight. And then, you know, last thing I'm going to say is, while we always want to be respectful to Manny Pacquiao, we definitely have to give 2 salutes, 5 salutes